Hello everyone. Today we want to solve a usual problem of WordPress. The problem related with SSL, the secured socket layer. If you check here in this site, I found that my secured socket layer showing that your connection to this site is not secure. Previously I had SSL installed on this site, but recently I have transferred my site to another server. So the previous configuration is not matching with my site server. So what is actually SSL? SSL is secured socket layer, what gives the encrypted data connectivity between user and the server. This SSL you must buy from the vendor. The vendor I am using to buy SSL is Namecheap. If you go for namecheap.com, you will find lots of packages for the SSL. You can choose whatever you need. I found these are effective and good, and personally I am using it, and it's cheap too. So I have already bought a SSL, and also Namecheap gives 1 year free SSL to each site you host in their server. For my domain, I had some subdomain for it. See this, the yellow color showing that this SSL has not been activated, and this light blue color means that this SSL is active. These are the SSL status it's showing. So they also shows the expiration date. Okay, so my site I had already purchased it, but it's not showing SSL. Okay, if I go for the admin panel, oh, see the more problem. It's telling that it's not secure, and also my antivirus showing that your connection is not private. Even these things you can see at front. If I write https:// they will even show the same things here. See, so we must have to solve this problem immediately before we go for live. So I'm showing now what is the procedure you must have to follow. See, first, number one, if you don't have any SSL, buy a new SSL. Or if you had SSL before, reissue the SSL. So my task is, for my site, I will have to reissue the SSL. Then I'll show you how to install the SSL. This is not very hard task. Just one by one you have to follow. Then we must have to add HTTPS in WordPress admin area, that is in the source file. There is a file called wp-config.php. We have to add this line. Then we have to update the site address. Then we have to edit htaccess file. Well, one by one we are going. Once we've done the job, we'll make it green. Well, first work is we have to buy or reissue the SSL. At my case, I have the SSL. So I'm showing you this. These are my many SSL I had for my subdomains. I will go to manage section in Namecheap. I could download it, but it won't work because the CSR will not match with this SSL. So I'll go for a reissue case. So they're telling that please be aware, once you begin reissue, you're no longer able to download the old certificate. Yes, I don't want. Yes. So here it is asking us that for the primary domain globalscholarship.shoptoshi.com, we have to give the CSR. So and how to download it. So for that we have to go to the control panel of our server. So in control panel, there is a section called SSL TLS. At this section, we will find that certificate signing request section. We go to the certificate signing request section. Here we have to generate a new signing certificate CSR. At first, we have to copy the domain name, paste it here. We do not need HTTP here. We just need www. It's optional. If you don't give, no problem. And then the information you should give whatever you need. Try to give good information. So then we will generate the CSR. The CSR has been generated. Now we have to copy the encoded CSR and then paste this CSR in the information. It had got the subdomain and the domain. Then we go for next. What they're asking which server I'm using. Go for next, and then they will verify by a link to email at this admin@shoptoshi, or we can give more email address here. We have already this email address, so we are not going to make another email address. If you want to give another email address, they have some prerequisite email addresses, so you have to create those email address and use that. So they telling that they will send an email to this email address and to check that whether no, they're telling that SSL will be sent to info@globalscholarship.shoptoshi.com, and but they will check whether this domain belongs to me or not. Okay, then we need two email address for this. In this case, it is showing it is in progress. We go to our email section. we can directly access from control panel. So this mail will come from this vendor Namecheap. So we have to copy this validation code, and they have a link at this place here. So we click here and go to the we paste our validation code. So you have entered the correct domain control validation code. So we have proved the DCV that if we refresh this page, we will see this certificate is already active. So now we do not need that email address info@global_scholarship .shoptoshi. We can directly download this certificate from here. So let's download this certificate from here. Save it in desktop. Let's unzip it. What we'll see a certificate.crt file here. We need this file to install the SSL. We have already in the procedure of installing the SSL. So this process already have done, downloaded. Now we have to install it. So we go for the cPanel again the previous section, SSL section, and then we have to go to the third section where the CRT file, the certificate, will be uploaded. So if we scroll down, that we have a directly upload option, the CRT file. We upload the CRT file and we upload the certificate. So it's showing that certificate has been for the domain has been saved. We go back, we'll see that Sectigo certificate here has been uploaded. This is December 24 December 2020. After that we have to reissue and renew it. So we go for the install. This is very important. The upload things is not finished yet. We have to install this certificate. So, and then at the bottom we have got another install certificate. So it's installing the certificate. That's great. The SSL host successfully installed in globalscholarship.shoptoshi.com. So the second work has been finished. We have installed the certificate. Now the thing is we have to edit our wp-config.php file in WordPress. This will force to go for the SSL, because see if we refresh this again, we'll see it's still the same thing. It's not. So we have to force the site to go to HTTPS. Well, now we go to our file manager section, and then go to our source file. We open our wp-config file. You can paste this code. I will give this code a description box, so you can copy this from there. we have to paste it somewhere, paste it after the database things that force SSL admin true, then we save the change. So our third work is done. Now we go for the fourth. Here we have to go to our site section, WordPress admin. It has already got the SSL though. I think these things almost most of the person knows and does. The go to channel section. Here, if you do not have HTTPS here, by default it goes for HTTP, so we have to add HTTPS and here HTTPS, these things, and then we go for save. You need these things to do when you are working for a new site. So our fourth work has been done. Now this is the important section that we have to access our htaccess file. So we go to control panel. It does not shows the htaccess files. So then we go to settings and we'll show the hidden files. Then we can see the htaccess things. We go to edit this file. At this section, we have to add this code, the HTTP rules code, in htaccess file. Okay. So we have already saved it. So there is also one more work sometime we face. That is if any site has any image with HTTP extension, we have to also change that. So let's see what is the condition of our page now, the front page. Wow, see, this is working very well and it got the SSL very perfectly. I think you have got the situation. You have understood that how easily we can complete to install the SSL very fast. I haven't put HTTPS, but I put HTTP. I want to see whether it is going to find the SSL. Okay, see, though I have put HTTP, it's redirected to HTTPS. Sometimes it may happen that you are not looking SSL. So I will advise, clear the history. Last 24 hours, you just clear the data. That's all. And close your Chrome, open it back, and check your site. It's good. It's working. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and stay tuned with me. Thank you.